Alright, thanks for hanging out. You are chilling with DJ Savage. And we are gonna play some marbles today. Let's get some tunes going in the background. Let's try this. Alright. So we're going to try something a little bit different today. Typically, I play a bunch of music and vibe with you guys. But today we were blessed with some whitelist spots from our friends over at the EdgeHogs. We're going to have on their artist, I believe he is. I don't actually know how to pronounce his name. Spiridono. I guess he can tell us when he gets on here in a little bit. We're going to have an excellent conversation with him. And in the background, we are going to roll some marbles and give away some whitelist spots to their community. If you are listening inside Ladz City right now, be sure to hop over on my Twitch. If you type !play inside chat, we'll be giving away some whitelist spots to people that are winning. I think I have 10 whitelist spots and maybe a bonus one at the end from somebody else. I think my guys over at Chain Scouts, where I'm modding, I'm head mod over there. I think they're gonna give me a bonus roll. Depends on how many people we get inside this stream though. If you guys want to blow this up, you know, have more opportunities like this, go ahead and share this on your socials. The more views we get on it, the more opportunities I will probably get to do this in the future with you guys. And this is gonna be fun as well, because I'm not playing any copyrighted music or anything like that. So I will be able to upload this to YouTube afterwards. Maybe get some views over there as well. That's the thing with playing music all the time on Ladz City Radio, is they don't let you really share that on your socials or do very much with that. They like to say no on the YouTube, which makes it a little difficult to secure some spots for fun things like marbles. And I'd like to give value back to the community instead of just always playing music. You know, sometimes we will do music and sometimes I think we will roll marbles. I have a lot of fun doing this. I find it very relaxing. I don't know why. Had a stressful week this week. DJ Sia's mother is in the hospital in the ER with COVID, kidney issues and fluid in the lungs. Her dad's having some heart issues, so it'll be nice to relax with my lads and my EdgeHogs, maybe some Chain Scouts. I think I'm going to give away a whitelist spot in there. Why don't I jump over on their Discord and announce this. Give me 1 second here. Alright. Sorry, I can't really talk and type at the same time. My brain is kind of running on a little bit of mush today. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep. Mr. Covington, who you can see in the background on the floor. If I move the mic right in front of him. There he is. You've been a little stinker all week. Yesterday, DJ Sia came home with some lunch. She had a Frappuccino from McDonald's. She ran upstairs to grab something, and Mr. Covington hopped up on the table, knocked down the Frappuccino, and got 3/4 of the way through it. So, He was a butthole all day yesterday. Hopped up on that caffeine. Even hopped the little barrier I made to the like area where we have our cat litter and trash. And he was digging in the trash and trying to get another hit of that Frappuccino. It must have been good, because he's never done that before. He's always kind of respected that barrier I made. It's not really a barrier for him, because dude's got some hops. He said, bump it. I don't care. Jumped it yesterday. Was digging in the trash. Made a mess with that. So, DJC is obviously stressed. Her mom's not feeling well and in the ER, so I was stuck with Covington all night. Or not stuck. He's my little buddy. But can't be picking on the girlfriend like that. Gotta be nice to the DJCO. And he's not doing that always. What do you do? That's what puppies do, right? Even when they're little punks. Guess he's my little punk. He headbutted me last night. Kinda hurt. I think it was my fault. I probably shouldn't be wrestling with him in bed. Ah, thanks. My room does have a vibe to it. Hey, you're in chat. Are you in the Discord? You are in the Discord. Look at this. I'm not paying attention. Let's invite you to speak. I have a bunch of screens up, so I'm not quite sure where I'm always to be watching all the time. You got like the Twitch stream over here, Ladz City over here, EdgeHogs over here, and the game. If you guys haven't seen my my setup, I've got like 8 or 9 screens up here. Oh, am I inviting the wrong guy? I'm inviting the wrong guy. Oops. I've been working all week with my guy Stansky over here. Hopped in his community, grinded myself up to level 5. Was actually really fun. Wasn't really a grind. I was just hanging out with them, making some, you know, memes and stuff with the different little EdgeHogs they have in sneak previews. Hey, you know what? I can probably show some of them while we're on stream, just chatting about this. Waiting for some people to hop in. So here's some of their sneak peeks. Let's go up here. Really cool little pixelated little EdgeHogs. EdgeHogs. I thought it was really cool. Smart little play on words. So they had a bunch of previews sitting out here. And you know me, I like dinking around with Adobe and having fun with that kind of stuff. So I went over here into their memes channel and we made some memes for them. Look at little EdgeHog peeing. Don't give a fuck. Look at him. Got a different one up here. Little peeing guy. Some background. Color changing. This one's spewing out some vomit or something. That one's kind of fun. Good morning. This guy peeing with a little rumble shake to him. And who doesn't like this guy? Look at him. One of us. I thought this dude was so cool. That was the first one I made. It's probably why I thought it was really cool. It's not my PFP. I do have it circling above my name right now. I figure it's a sneak peek. And we are advertising EdgeHogs today. They were very gracious in giving us a bunch of whitelist spots so I can give my viewers a break from the grind of the week. I hope everyone's having a fun time. You're kicking it with DJ Savage inside Ladz City. That's where this is being broadcasted out. Seeing as they don't allow for video for more than 25 viewers. I started sending them to Twitch. And then while I was in the Chain Scouts community the other day, one of the members said, you should download Marbles. And I was like, Marbles? What's Marbles? I said, alright. I'm a people pleaser. I hopped on my Steam. It was free. Huge bonus. Didn't have to pay anything. And then started watching people roll some marbles. And I found it very, very relaxing. I am head mod on a few communities, so I mod for Ladz City, although I'm rather busy, and big shout out to my guy Llama and Hash Rhymes. They are always holding it down over there, picking up my slack. It's been kind of a crazy month for me with COVID and launching different communities. And thank you very much. Ladz City has some of the best mods in the business. It's where I learned how to be a decent mod. Shout out to my guys over there. But then I'm doing like Chain Scouts, Rebel Seals. What Ladz? We are gonna make a DAO. We're doing the Kraken Collective, Metafans. So I've been a little busy, but hopefully we can start racking up a bunch of these whitelist spots, and I can start doing marbles for you guys all the time. I think that would be super, super fun. I like rolling these little guys. I find it very relaxing, and I look forward to having our conversation here. Looks like our guy is here. He's probably been here and I've just been chatting away. Apologies. We'll invite him up here. And actually, I've got a special button for this. Let's go here. Let's go.
And now, a Ladz City Radio special guest.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you doing, my man?
Oh, that's perfect. Hi,
how do I pronounce your name?
I'm doing good, thanks. And you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. What time is it where are you at? Is it your Friday, your Saturday?
I'd say it's still Friday. It's 20 minutes to 11, so late Friday.
Nice, nice. So
thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak about my little edgy project and give away some whitelists. Yeah,
it's going to be a super fun time. I was just hanging out in your community and having a really good time playing around with your... Are you the artist on the project?
I'm pretty much everything. Yeah, so everything. I'm the founder. Well, not everything, because the community management and like social media is taken care by Stanksy and a couple of other mods, and we also have like a support coder that helps me, because I'm not a professional coder, and I've literally learned everything myself, like over the last year. So
very impressive.
It's been quite a wild ride.
What were you doing before you started doing NFTs and crypto?
Actually, I've been in crypto since 2012. I bought my first Bitcoin for like $100, and
nice.
I wish I had held it. I've been wiped like several times over the time. So, but yeah, whatever. I've seen it all in crypto, and as soon as I learned about NFTs, it clicked immediately that that's going to be the next big thing after the invention of cryptos. And by day job, I still have my boomer job, and I'm really, really excited to leave it as soon as freaking possible and go full time into Web3. So yeah, I work in finance, and basically I'm like an accountant and do count other people's money, and that's freaking boring.
I understand that. I was working for a bank, and their computer operator system, so I ran the mainframe and did IT overnight and major incident managements, and dealing with people's money is no fun. So I like the move that you made, or I guess you haven't got there all the way. Seems like you are still working away at your full-time job, or
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
or...
still juggling, but actually my bank is not doing really good, and like they're closing next year, so we're on our last stretch, and I will be literally one of the handful of people who will just switch the lights off. So I think that year was the perfect opportunity for me to learn something I'm really passionate about and go head first into crypto, because before NFTs, going like having a job in crypto wasn't really a viable opportunity, because you could just do some trading or I don't know. Yeah, but NFTs, they have created a whole new huge industry with a bunch of different jobs that you could do, and yeah, it's a whole new world, and I'm really, really, really happy to be a small part of it, to learn, to share my knowledge, and yeah, just vibe with the community. It's the most amazing community I've seen on the internet like for a long time.
I agree with you. So you said you've been in crypto for a while. I've been in crypto a while for myself, and I don't know about you, but I find it extremely hard to find any people in real life that want to share that experience with me. I don't know if it's because it's hard to learn or hard to get into, but none of my friends, none of my family wanted to do anything crypto with me. So it was a rather lonely journey. And NFTs give the community feeling that crypto was missing for me. Is that the experience that you were having with crypto, or maybe you're so busy with your regular life that you didn't experience that?
Yeah, like when I was in crypto, I wasn't really looking for a community. I never thought it was a thing even. Yeah, of course, I've been on the forums and all, but it was nothing like we have now in NFTs. Like these JPEGs, they do bring people together, and I've met so many amazing people over the last year. It's just crazy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And how long does that year feel like it take? I feel like the days go by super quick, and the year went by even quicker for me. Like it just disappeared. Did you guys get hit by COVID real hard over there?
Not yet. So I'm based in the Netherlands, and well, our government is they have no idea what they're doing. So we're hopping in and out of lockdowns, and the rates are crazy. And now with the new strain, pretty much every one of our friends are down with COVID. Somehow we haven't got it yet. But yeah, just yesterday, my little one's best friend from the kindergarten tested positive. So we're counting hours until we get it.
Well, I'm glad we have this had time for this interview today then, because sounds like you might be busy for the next week, because it took me out for a while, even though I find it hard to walk away from work. I don't know about you, but even if I had COVID or whatever I was doing, I was still sitting here in my little desk and working away. But it's nice to have my throat and voice back, because COVID will hit you rather hard.
Oh yeah, looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let's touch on EdgeHogs. Did you have a estimated how long has the Discord been open? Because it's super fun inside your guys' Discord.
It's been open for a few weeks already. Because I've been working on this project for like a couple of months. It's not my first project. It's not going to be my last project, but it's like a project I really love, and that's my first big on-chain thing that I'm going to release. So yeah, the Discord has been out for a few weeks. I think maybe a month. But we were just slowly growing our community, like pure organic grassroots thing, until I think a couple of weeks ago, we had like 150 people in there, and then someone shared something about us somewhere, and over the span of just one day, we had an influx of like 600 or 700 people. The
Nice.
chat was a full mess. Yeah, it's got a little bit more stable after that. But yeah, now we have a little nice vibing community that we are trying to expand. Also, not really like paying for shills or that kind of stuff. That's probably the case. That is not extremely active, but very cozy, and like you can just hang
They're
out there and talk to
real
people,
people.
and
Yeah,
they're all nice.
well, they're all real individuals. I guess I've been
Yeah,
mod on like 10 plus projects or something like that, and it's easy to see when a Discord's been botted and the numbers are fake. Like I've been in a Discord that was super crazy busy, and they had less than 3,000 people in there. That's just because they were all real individuals and all really liked the project. So
yeah,
I think numbers are misleading, and that's like a real poor way to evaluate a project, especially because
yeah.
if you're dumping all your money into paid shills and advertising, like a lot of those people come into the Discord just to try to get free stuff. And they're not really in the NFT community, and it might be the same person on like 50 accounts. A lot of people
Oh
try to
yeah,
make money this way.
that's so true. Like when you have a Discord with 50,000 people in, yeah, you know that something's fishy, and probably the day after the main, they will be gone. But yeah,
Yep.
for our community, we tried a little bit different approach to grow it. So basically, we've been reaching out to a number of other communities, other projects that we really like, and we've been offering them our whitelist spots. Like I really love Anonymize, and
Okay, yep.
basically that's the project that made me go dive into the on-chain stuff and learn about that. So we offer them 100 spots, and like a bunch of other communities that we do like, and that we know that they're genuine, and they could appreciate what we're doing here. So that's how we attract really nice people to the EdgeHogs.
We've mentioned a couple times on air about this being an on-chain project. Would you like to describe that for my listeners out there that don't know what that is?
Yes. We really need more people to understand the difference and to learn about what different kinds of NFTs are, like off-chain and on-chain. So basically, 95% of NFTs out there are just like media stored somewhere off chain. So when you mint an NFT, you get a token, and you get a link that's attached to that token, right? And that link leads to metadata, and which in turn has a link to the actual media, picture, or a video. So basically, you just get a link to a server somewhere out there. It could be decentralized, more or less, if they use IPFS. It could be centralized if they store it somewhere else. So that's. Oh, is that the marbles game?
Yeah, I kicked it off in the background. I've seen some people just chilling in chat.
I've never seen that. I heard it, but I heard about it, but never seen that before. Looks cool.
Yeah, it's
so
fun.
yeah, back to the on-chain. So that's a whole different story. For the on-chain NFTs, everything that you mint is being minted, is being created right directly inside of the smart contract, and is stored forever on the blockchain itself. So when you mint an EdgeHog or any other on-chain NFT, there is no pre-rendered picture stored somewhere that you just get a link for. So everything is being generated right at the moment of the mint, and there is basically no way to tell what you're gonna get. So
Okay.
for other projects, the creators, the owners, most of the times they pretty much aware like where the rare NFTs are and what number they're allocated to. But for the on-chain, you never know. So I have no idea what the actual EdgeHogs will look like, and they won't depend on any server outages. They're permanent. As long as Ethereum blockchain exists, they will. So I think that's the beauty of it. But there is also that means also that there are difficulties because storing data on chain is extremely expensive. That's why you only see either pixel art or simple vector art for the on-chain NFTs. And I think we did something beautiful with the EdgeHogs, because I spent a lot of time reading a bunch of smart contracts of other projects and trying to think how we can improve on what other people's created, and maybe introduce something better, because innovation is the best thing we can do, and that moves the whole community and the whole industry. So I try to innovate to the extent that I can. I think we did something there, because when you create NFTs on chain, that means that there is a lot of things happening inside of the smart contract at the moment, and that all requires gas. So most of the NFTs, they are really costly to mint, like 400,000 gas per mint. And with the EdgeHogs, I believe we did something really nice. They're very much gas optimized, and they cost probably less than a normal NFT you would mint. Like minting of one EdgeHog currently costs like 76,000 gas instead of like 200 or 400 for other projects I've seen.
When you mint these, is that all the information that can ever be stored in that chains or in that EdgeHog, or can that be modified later down the road or added to?
It cannot be like once you mint the EdgeHog, it's there. You can do nothing with it unless that's in the contract. And we have a couple of interesting things in the contract. So basically, there is a limit of the whole collection of 6,666 EdgeHogs. Once you mint, we also have a limit for rerolls. 1,000 rerolls is possible for the collection. So if you get an EdgeHog that you don't really like, I don't know, or whatever, you can just reroll it, and the whole total maximum number of rerolls is 1,000. So I mean, you can reroll it a single EdgeHog for 1,000 times if you wish.
So that's that's per EdgeHog. Then you're saying too, you can get 1,000 rerolls per EdgeHog.
Currently, there is no limit. It's very cheap. So our mint price is 0.025, and reroll price is 0.001. So just really cheap.
Yeah, really cheap.
But it's so I wanted the project to be really accessible to people, so people could learn more about on-chain stuff and just enjoy the stuff I created. I think they're hilarious, and I really want people to see them and enjoy their badassness. And maybe someone will just see our contract and read it and see that it's very well commented. It has
Yeah.
like every. It's not published yet, but when it will be very well documented, and for every function there will be an explanation what it does. And so basically, you could just grab it and create your own collection. Of course, deploying it will be costly as everything on chain, but I also would like people to just learn more how to create this kind of stuff.
That makes sense. You said this is not your first project. Did you want to give a shout out on air to the first one you created?
Yeah, sure. Yes, I'm gonna chill. But before that, one more thing we have in the contract is that you can rename your EdgeHogs.
Oh, so you can actually you can name them the first time then too then.
Yes. So you can rename it. I know CyberKongs have this functionality. You can rename your Kong for a certain amount of banana token. We don't have token yet, and so renaming is free, like just a little bit of gas. That's it.
So when they first come out, do they have no name, or is it just a number, and then you
just an EdgeHog number XXX, and then you can rename it. So it's gonna be whatever you call it.
I see over here that you have a sneak peeks of some voxel characters.
Yes. So initially, I really I really don't like to call it a roadmap, because the NFT space moves so quickly, and what's fashionable today can be dated. It's like in a couple of weeks. So I would call it a plan. Yeah, and what I personally want the EdgeHogs to be and to become in the future and start is that they could be the first step of these little creatures going into the metaverse. And I thought, what could be the next thing? And I really love the idea of sandbox and metaverse, and sandbox is coming hopefully next year or this year even. I don't know.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm really excited about that. So once it's there, I think that would be a perfect opportunity to implant our EdgeHogs into the metaverse, and the voxel collection with the, I don't know, they call it a VX now. Would be a perfect entry point into that space. So that's the idea. To extend the collection with the voxel characters, and that will probably mean that we'll do some tokenomics for that. So there probably will be a token that you can use to mint your voxel characters down the road. So that's the plan, yes. And as a long stretch plan, I really love what I see some projects are starting to dig into, and I think it could be the next trend in NFTs, where you can just 3D print your NFT and have it as a physical collectible.
That'd be sick. And EdgeHogs would look very cool 3D printed.
I think so. Yeah, I got this idea when I saw people printing out their Meebits, and yeah, that's pretty easy, because they're voxels, just those a bunch of cubes which are pretty easy to print. So we'll be definitely exploring that idea down the road when we have the voxel collections. I think that sounds good. I would love to print one for myself, and I think many people will enjoy having them on their desks. But again, that's the plan. That's the plan. I don't want to promise anything, as anything can happen. But that's something that I would love the EdgeHogs to see in the future.
Very cool, very cool. I see on here that they are all animated, so all these little EdgeHogs are on chain and they have animation to them?
Yeah, we also have them animated. So every EdgeHog will be huffing a little. I think you can, if you open up the website, it's edgehogs.io.
Yeah, I can actually go there on stream. We got marbles going in the background. I probably should have waited to kick that off. EdgeHogs.io. Yeah.
So you can look at the previews of how they're gonna look like in real life with all the animations.
Oh, very cool. Your website is very well built.
Yeah, thanks. Actually, front end is my weak spot. I've never did front end before this year, and so I had to learn everything the hard way. But I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I look at a lot of different, websites and white papers. So here's all the animations you were talking about, how they're sitting here moving.
Yeah,
and
here,
vibrating.
yeah. So that's how they're gonna look. And you see some of the traits like the flame or the background. If you scroll to the right, I think there's lasers. So this is how they're gonna look on chain. So these are made with CSS, procedural animations. So basically, like procedural mathematic filters applied to the layers before they're baked into the final SVG. So that's going to be on chain, and you really don't see that very often in the projects. I could count maybe like 3 or 4 of projects that who did something like this.
Very fun, very fun. Let's see if we can get back on our marbles game here. How did you? I saw in your Discord that it said that your EdgeHogs are pre-approved for trading on OpenSea, so you don't have to spend money to start selling them. How did you work that out?
Yeah, it's not something that I invented, and it's something that I love to see more and more projects start doing these days, because we all suffer from the high gas, and like every time you spend another $20 to just approve trading on OpenSea, well, it's easily avoidable. So there is basically a function that can inside of the contract that can pre-approve trading, so you don't have to spend those $20 to start selling your NFTs from that collection. I have to say that some can see that as a little bit of a security risk, because you don't really own your approval, right? So something gets approved on your behalf, but we're gonna fix that, so you'll be able to revoke the approval if you wish. So just go into the contract and revoke the approval.
Well, that's a great workaround. So you're saving people money, and if you don't want it approved, you can just go revoke it. That's awesome.
Yes, exactly, and the whole contract is focused around gas saving, because they're extremely cheap to save to mint from the gas perspective, and that's actually something I am writing a technical article about. So hopefully it's out there in the coming week or so before the mint date, where I'm going to explain like what we did there and why they're so cheap and animated and stuff. But basically the core idea is that once you mint it, whoa, you won it.
I guess I'll re-roll this one for my guys.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take this one. I already have WhiteList in your spot because I'm already at level 5.
Okay, good.
Very fun.
So yeah, I was talking about some nerdy stuff, like why they're so cheap and why we care about the end users, and we don't want them to spend extra money on gas, and how we achieved that they're so cheap to mint is that there is nothing stored on the contract. Like when you mint an EdgeHog, the contract just generates a number, and unlike other projects, there is nothing written inside of the contract. So the contract doesn't store your EdgeHog; it just stores it's like gene code, and it recreates the EdgeHog on the fly every time you ask the contract to. So it's basically only reads and no writes, or almost no writes, which are costly. So that's a little nerdy detail about.
We love nerdy stuff here. I like learning and figuring out how stuff works on the back end. And, free trades, that seems like a lot of thought was put into that. And if it's a security risk, you can just go take it away. I like how much thought was put into this. Like, it's about saving money for the end users and bringing a lot of value back to the people that are buying into your project, which, makes a good founder. I appreciate that being a customer.
Thank you, and I'm aspiring to become a good founder. I'm still learning my ropes with like community building and stuff, and luckily I have met many people who help me with that. Because I frankly I suck at marketing and stuff, but I really love creating. Yeah, I really love creating, and I hope that someday I'll get my name out there as a creator who did something. And basically I've learned anything from scratch over the past year, and pretty proud of that.
Hey, yeah, that is very impressive, because I've been learning for a little bit less than a year, and I thought I was on the ball and learning some stuff. Actually, my guy Llama, who's in chat right now, Llama Ladz, that dude's always impressing me. He's working super hard, and we're doing some stuff on the back end, and he's always impressing me with the different stuff he comes up with. And I think he's kind of like you, where you're just kind of like the jack of all trades and can do everything. If I'm doing something like learning how to DJ or run vmix and all this video editing stuff, that's about all I can learn. Like, if I'm doing one thing, I can't be like doing video editing and also learning how to do DeFi stuff and also learning like new crypto things. So for me, it goes in sections. Like, I was learning crypto for a while, and then I was learning DJ stuff, and then I was learning video production stuff, and then I got really busy into doing mod work. So it's like sections for me, whereas it sounds like you and Llama just learn everything. You're learning how to code it, you're learning how to put it on the chain or put it on the blockchain, you're animating it, doing DeFi stuff, optimizing gas contracts. Very impressive. That's a lot of stuff to learn in a year. So definitely from me, kudos.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's been overwhelming. But actually, I had to learn. I would say I was forced to learn how to create my own contracts, because back in August, when I was about to release my previous big collection that I've been working on for months, I got dumped by the devs. And basically I had very little time until the release date, and I was forced to learn how to create the smart contracts and the minting website in like over 2 weeks.
Oh, that's a intensive push. Were you still doing your full-time job or your bank job at that time too?
Yeah, and I have a 3-year-old kid.
Oh, and that's
yeah. So that's a lot to juggle. That's a lot to juggle. Yeah. Don't ask me when I sleep. And my blood type is coffee.
What's your favorite brand of coffee?
Now we use Nespresso mostly.
Oh, you're in the big boy leagues, getting like extreme shots of caffeine. You're gonna need an IV soon. Pump it right into the vein.
Yeah,
coffee's good. I just actually got a little Keurig myself. I'm not to the espresso part of my life yet. Maybe I'll hit espresso here in a little bit. I used to love coffee, but I put too much milk and sugar in it because I'm a sugar addict, and milk does not agree with me. Like, I thought I could just have some milk, maybe, I got a bathroom like 10 feet away from me. No, it didn't work. The milk, I forgot that it gives me a bunch of acne and stuff. And, you know, it wouldn't matter if I was just at home and it was just the girlfriend that saw me. But I do stuff on stream, and you'd like to feel kind of pretty, or, you know,
Gotta feel pretty, yeah.
You gotta feel pretty while you're on stream. Otherwise, you're not gonna feel good while you're doing it. And if you're not having fun while you're doing it, why are you doing it? Like, I like playing this and doing marbles just because it's relaxing. Like, I'm like you probably have a hard time walking away from work when you're building something and you put so much time and energy into something. You know, it's there's always something to do, right? There's always something else to do. I'm sure you feel that way. Just can't walk away.
Yeah.
Totally, and when you do
yeah.
walk away, you have like a child and a full-time job, and yeah, you're impressive, man. So if you're putting out this kind of quality before the bank, so my bank just did a merger, and that's how I got let go. So you saying that yours was kind of not doing well, and, you know, probably won't be around much longer, that's the same thing that I was experiencing. They let off my whole department. Like, we did two mergers. The first one I survived. The second one, they let go of everybody. So if people think crypto is going away, there are banks shutting down left and right from the banking industry. So I think we are in the right industry. I think we know what we're doing. You got two bankers over here, and both of our jobs were, like, sounds like they're getting removed or replaced. So I'm super excited to be in crypto. And it's nice to find projects like yours that are doing something innovative and are looking out for, you know, your people. I like that your project has actually been open for a while, and it's not, you know, just insane in chat, because I feel like those communities, I don't know, I've been a part of a couple of them where they're super hyped. They sell out in a couple minutes. The chat's crazy. And then you go back a month later into chat, or you look at the price on OpenSea, and it's a tenth of what it was. And I feel like these projects, the soft rug is popular, where people want to push out a project really fast. They don't put as much love or energy into it, and then they move on to something else and forget about that one. I think it's easy to see when you hop into a community like EdgeHogs, where there's real conversations going on. The whitelist isn't real hard to hit. You know, there's not like a time limit or anything. It's just, you know, have fun, chat, get to level 5. And you guys are even so gracious that, you know, you gave my show, my tiny little show over here, a bunch of whitelist spots so I can roll them for, you know, the people that support me and like hanging out with me. So if you haven't checked out EdgeHogs, go check out EdgeHogs. Yeah, thank you very much for doing this. This is fun. I really enjoy, like, relaxing and rolling these little marbles. I find relaxing, and it's super nice to, like, talk to a founder. And now you have, like, a little clip that you can send out on your socials, or people can listen to when they jump into your Discord. So I feel like I'm, you know, giving back a little bit and having fun at the same time. So this is like the best of both worlds. Still working.
Absolutely.
But, you know, actually relaxing and hanging out. I'm trying to write down this winner's name over here. Winner, congratulations. And I'm struggling because my brain can't do two things at once. Like I said, sections. I got to do one thing at a time. You probably would have already had this written down and moved on. CRYPTO. Cryptomite. Congratulations. You have won yourself a whitelist spot inside the EdgeHogs. I'm happy to talk to you all day. I'll keep doing this. I don't know what you have on your plans today. I'm going to roll. I'm gonna look after my Discords, but otherwise I'm pretty free, and will probably be up for the next couple of hours. And by the way, the whitelist spots, you know, all the projects are giving away their whitelist spots as the right to mint, like, first or at a little discounts. The whitelist spots for EdgeHogs are free mints, you know? Oh, are they really? Yes. So once you get a whitelist, that means you once we release, you can just mint for free. One EdgeHog per wallet, and just pay gas for that. That's it. Well, I feel like we just got a bunch of alpha dropped on us. I've been in your community for a while, and I don't know if it's just because I'm in so many communities, modding so many different ones at the same time, but I guess I didn't know that. And I think I see you guys drop this in chat all the time. Isn't there like a bot that says level 5 equals whitelist bot, but it doesn't say it's a free one? You know, if you guys updated your little bot, you probably get a bunch more hype in your community.
That's a good idea. I think we have it in the FAQ or in the description. But yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
But,
super
update
fun. I
about-
feel like extra special now because I'm not just giving out whitelist spots. I'm giving out EdgeHogs to the listeners.
You are.
Boom! Oh man, I would have totally changed up the marketing for this. See, I feel like
Damn it.
I'm not marketing right. Oh, so it's part of learning. But hey, look,
You see-
everyone that
you
is
see,
actually
yeah.
here, you're getting an EdgeHog. Super fun. So I want to give a big congratulations to the first person, Charles and Cryptomite. You guys have won yourself an EdgeHog. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Congratulations. Watch your ears. Dang, I almost want mine back. I don't know if no, just kidding. I've already got my whitelist spot. Well, that was super fun hanging out with you. I appreciate you for coming on the show and having a conversation with me today. Maybe not tonight because I'm getting out of my house for the very first time in a long time. That isn't like a family event. My neighbor's down the road, one of my best friends, he said, bro, we're coming over. We're doing dinner. You're hanging out with me. You have no choice. And I appreciate that. It's good to have some good friends around you that pull you into stuff when you've been working too much. So hopefully you have some good friends around you that are getting you outside your house, away from all your responsibilities, because it sounds like you're a very, very busy man, and downtime is needed.
Yeah, we hopefully, when they are not down with COVID, we try to see people from time to time. But yeah, I've been pretty much stuck to the screen the past year, as many of us, I suppose.
Hey, that's okay though, because a little bit of effort now and a lot of like hard work or whatever, and I think it's gonna pay off greatly. I was told to invest into Google by one of my teachers in was it middle school or something like that, and I obviously didn't have any money, didn't take that opportunity, but I bet you he's sitting real well because he invested when they were like doing nothing, and he noticed a trend that all of his students were jumping onto Google, and that was the only search engine that everyone was using when there were tons of them out there. So I think we're in a similar situation right now where, I mean, NFTs are going to do absolutely everything. You know, if you wanted to do your medical records, you know, they're going to get stuck in a private blockchain NFT, and you'll be carrying around your records, probably home mortgages, marriage contracts. Llama and I were just joking the other day that someone's going to get rugged on a marriage contract. That's going to make a bunch of news, and it's going to be funny. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, I mean, I totally share what you've just said. Like, in 5 years' time, everything's gonna run on blockchain NFT. I truly believe that. And it's really sad to see so much hate going on from the gaming communities or just the normies communities towards the NFTs. I think this is just people don't really understand.
Yep.
Because yeah, NFTs do seem scammy and pyramid from the outs. Like when you just learn about them, you say, well, what the hell is it's made of for money laundering? But the more you learn about it, the more you understand that it's way more than that.
There could be people out here laundering money. I mean, if you wanted to launder some money, you could set up a shitty little NFT that did nothing with no Discord and no cool gas optimizations and free trading or animations or anything like that. They're probably not giving away free whitelists because they're super expensive money laundered ones. But, you know, that can be part of the space, but that doesn't mean that everything else isn't real. I have a buddy that sits around and plays Call of Duty like all day. 9-10 hours, and I said, bro, I'll put you on some, you know, on-chain gaming stuff, and you can start streaming it. You probably make a ton of money. Nah, bro, that crypto stuff you're always talking about, it's trash. It's never gonna do anything. And that's when I just stopped. I'm like, that's fine. If you want to stay poor and you're not gonna listen to your nerdy buddy that sits around and does banking and crypto all day, I can't help you. Like, I'm trying to put money in my friends' pockets. They're not listening. If you're out there, which I know you're not, I'm calling you out, bro. Calling you out. It's my buddies. That's all right. Maybe I'll laugh about this later when I'm down the street with my neighbor. We're all friends, so I'll pull it up maybe and give him some shit. But
I think we have
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just reading the chat. There are a couple of questions out there.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm not reading chat.
Yeah. Llama is asking, do you use ERC721A or some other way to optimize gas? It feels like everyone's trying to trim down Open Zeppelin. Yes. We use a custom ERC721, but that's not the one from Azuki. I've read their technical article, and they did improve on some points, but I think they've overhyped it a little bit because those custom ERC 721 contracts have been circulating for a while. They I have to give them credit. They did improve on that, and we use something like that. Yes.
Very nice. Were there any other? I guess I'm not reading any chats anywhere. So if there are questions inside EdgeHogs, maybe one of my moderators or someone out there. Llama is a moderator, so I appreciate you for asking good questions and improving the stream. And there might be other questions inside one of these Discords. I have too many screens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 screens. It's hard to like look at screens.
Oh yeah, yes. I remember you shared your setup. It was just insane.
Yeah, it works for me until I start doing like one thing I'm really focused on. So if I'm focusing on our conversation, then I'm not watching chat, I'm not watching Twitch, I'm not watching any of my communities. Like I said, we're taking a break, right? From all the work, we're sitting down, we're having a wonderful conversation with the EdgeHogs. So I'm not doing moderator work while I'm doing this, which means the interview probably isn't as good. So thank you, Llama, for grabbing some questions out there. If there are any other ones out here, I guess I will peruse real quick.
Yeah, Llama, thanks for sharing the links in the chat as well. Appreciate that.
Yeah, look at Llama. See, I appreciate you, Llama. This is get off my foot, my dog. Gonna mess up my J's. Llama is how I know to be a decent moderator, because I watched him inside Ladz City run everything like a G, and I thought I knew how to be a decent moderator because I've been like working command center with, you know, a bunch of applications and doing a bunch of multitasking and teaching. And then I sat inside the Ladz City Discord and watched Llama do it, followed by Hash Rhymes, and I was like, okay, I have some learning to do. So big shout out to my mods in Ladz City. I see them in chat hanging out with me. Hash Rhymes and Llama, you guys are excellent. I appreciate you. Thanks for taking care of your boy DJ Savage. And I think we're gonna roll some marbles here. I have another hour and a half or so before my dinner date with my buddies. Thank you very much for stopping in. I think we're gonna play some music, and I will let you get back to your very, very busy life. And
yeah, I really appreciate for having me.
Yeah, I'll cut this up and give it to you so you can, you know, make some stuff for your socials or promote it. I know it's nice to have like an audio version of what's going on with the project, because people don't read in Discord. You spend all your time in Discord just like I do. No one reads anything. Just like me. I guess, hey, I don't even read anything. I didn't know that we were giving away actual NFTs on this one. Like, it's not just a whitelist spot. You're getting one free mint. So that's huge. That's going to be an awesome first episode of Marbles on my stream. So thank you very much for allocating us some whitelist spots, coming on the show and having a conversation. This was super, super fun today. And big shout out to my guy Stansky for your mod for setting this up. He's awesome to talk to. He's a great mod.
He is. Love him. And yeah, thanks a lot for having me and for inviting for the great opportunity to share and mumble a little bit about my creations. Yeah, come and see what the EdgeHogs are about. They're cool. They're edgy. They're badass. They are fully on chain, and we're a fun little community.
Absolutely. Whenever you guys decide to do your mint, if you want someone to come in inside and play some music for the community or roll some marbles or something like that, you got a friend in DJ Savage. I like your project. Your community.
That's amazing.
I'll hang out with you guys and roll some marbles if you want to give some more stuff away in the future, or, you know, I think this is a much better system of doing like a giveaway than just doing a Discord bot where it's a countdown and it's boring and a couple people win. You know, this is a little bit more entertaining for the community. So thank you very much for sponsoring it. You guys are awesome.
You are as well. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna run now. and enjoy the rest of the evening.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for coming on Lad City Radio.